ஹாய் மக்களே. கைஸ், வெல்கம் டு மை ஸ்ட்ரீம். இவர்களை புதுசாக பார்க்க நம்ம சேனல் அப்படி சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிட்டு பாருங்க. சாரி கைஸ், நேற்று நம்மளால வர முடியவில்லை. கொஞ்சம் உடம்பு சரியில்லாத காரணத்தினால் வர முடியவில்லை நண்பர்கள். உடம்பு என்ன வந்ததே வருது, லாகின் பண்ணலையோ? சரி, யார் அது ஒருத்தர் வந்து பார்த்துட்டு லைக் பண்ணிட்டு லைக்கா போட்டு திரும்பி போறது. நல்ல மனிதரா இருக்கீங்களே. யார் அந்த ஒருத்தர் தெரியல. செம்மையா தூக்கம் அது நண்பர்களே. தூக்கம் மொரட்டு தூக்கம். அது என்ன அப்டேட், என்ன மொரட்டு அப்டேட் போல இருக்கே. மேனேஜர் வந்தா, ஒரு குயிக் என்கவுண்டர் மேனேஜர் வந்தா சைன் அப் பண்ணி விட்டுறலான்னு பாக்குறேன். செய்ய மாட்டேங்குது. லாங் பால் மேனேஜரா வரானும் தலைநகர இருக்குங்க. எண்பதா குயிக் என்கவுண்டர்? 85 86 இருந்தா கூட ஜெயிக்கலாம். லாங் பால் எப்படி ஆக்ட் ஆகுதுன்னு பார்ப்போமா கைஸ்? சரிடா, என்ன பண்ணானுங்க, நம்மளை அடிச்சு துரத்தி விட்டானுங்களா இல்லைன்னா டிவிஷன் 1ல தான் இருக்கமா என்னன்னு தெரியல. பார்த்தீங்களா, லாங் பால் இப்படிதான் ஆக்ட் ஆகும். இந்த 3 சினாரியோஸ்ல தான். இங்க பாருங்க, while attacking, while defending, after gaining position. இங்க பாருங்க, எவன் முன்னாடி போறான்றதை பாக்குறேன் பாருங்க. after losing position. அதே லாங் பால் கவுண்டர் while attacking. லெஃப்ட் விங்கர் வந்து எப்பொழுதுமே அட்டாக்ல தான் இருப்பான் போல இருக்கு. ஓகே, லெஃப்ட் விங்கர் ரைட் விங்கும். while defending, ஆஃப்டர் கெய்னிங் பொசிஷன். எப்போதுமே பொசிஷன் கெயின் பண்ணுறப்ப ரெண்டு, இது விங்கரு, 2 ஃபார்வேர்டு, 2 முன்னாடி 4 பேருமே விடுவாங்க போல இருக்கு. ஆஃப்டர் லூசிங் பொசிஷன் ஃபார்வேர்டு மட்டும் விளையாடாம மற்றெல்லாம் விளையாட வரணும் போல இருக்கு. இந்த மாதிரி தான் லாங் பால் கவுண்டர் ஆக்ட் ஆகுது. ஆனால் இவ்வளோ வருஷமா விளாண்டு நான் இன்ன வரைக்கும் அதுக்குள்ளேயே போனது இல்லை. வேடிக்கை பார்த்துட்டு இல்லை. அம்மா ஏன்னா அப்பா அடிச்சு ஓடிடுறானுங்கடா. நேற்று ஒரு நாள் விளாட ஷார்ட்ஸுக்கு ஏதாவது ஷார்ட் பண்ணலான்னு பார்த்தா அதுவும் game play about. Guys.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. As you can see, we've already started here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today? Haaland! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Neymar. And it's Chiellini. Haaland puts his foot on the gas. Haaland. Hernes. Out to the right. Bastoni gets across to intercept that. He's gone forward. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And here's Mbappe. Yamal. No goals as yet. Yamal.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Lovely ball and a real chance now. De Bruyne. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Hernes. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, what about a counter-attack? That's a good run down the left. He's got away. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Neymar. And the ball's gone astray.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Nicely aimed pass. Rummenigge unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Terrific header! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Messi in acres of space out wide. Pedri. And here's Haaland. De Bruyne. De Bruyne! Barcelona with the corner, there first. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Floated through. Plenty to aim at. Can he put it away? That's a decent clearance. Haaland. And the pass is intercepted.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
De Bruyne. Barcelona finding their passes. Dixon. That's a nicely measured pass. Oh, shooting chance! Pirlo pinches it off him. Messi. Here. He's had a hit! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Yamal.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
No, he's not getting any further than that. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. And there's the end of the first half. Oh, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Koundé. And it's De Bruyne. And here's Messi. And he's being shifted off it. Pirlo. Yaya Toure. That is good alertness. Pedri. Forwards and with intent. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, easy pickings there. Pirlo. Oh, perfectly measured that. And here's Neymar. Pirlo. Well, it didn't look good for a while, got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Lobbed in behind. Now the chip pass hasn't quite come off. De Bruyne. Mbappe. Oh, good-looking ball. Barcelona still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
There's the shot! It's a loose ball. Schmeichel, oh, he's been caught napping. Barcelona with another corner. Barcelona have their third corner. It's a mighty effort! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ernest. And here's Pirlo. And it's Chiellini. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
He's through here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Haaland. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And Messi! It's in! Barcelona are back in business. That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 11. Número 9.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Número 19.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a bullet was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
That's a good ball played into space. Delivery from Mbappe. Koundé getting this one clear.
Portugal merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Serginho.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Spread neatly. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's picked out the run. Vardy. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Iniesta. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And it's Vardy. Big chance! Hernes. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yaya Toure. Pirlo. Just 5 minutes remaining now. He's played him through. Mbappe. Interesting ball.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Koundé gets over and intercepts. Pirlo. Brilliantly cut out. There'll be a minute of stoppage time.
Ravi bro, வாங்க வாங்க welcome bro.
A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd
சீக்கிரம்
largely
பார்த்தா முடிக்க
satisfied.
மாட்டேன் this side. பாயிண்ட் இவங்க ஒருத்தன் எதுக்குறா 3 பாயிண்ட்லாம் குறைக்கிறீங்க? நான் அடிச்சு பிடிச்சு ஓடிடான்ட்டு பார்த்தா முடியும். இன்னும் அடுத்து ஃபார்மேஷன் மாத்தி. சாப்பிட்டாச்சா ப்ரோ? டீ போட்டாச்சா? தூக்கம் செம்மையா இனிமேதான் அப்புறம் ஓகே 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 டீ இனிமேட்டு தானா? டீ இனிமேட்டு தானா? டான்ஸ் வெக்கம் பட் நான் லாங் பால் தானே ப்ரோ. அம்மா வாட்டா பண்ணி ப்ரோ கொஞ்சம் லைட்டாக உடம்புக்கு தொண்டை வலி ப்ரோ. இப்பயே வலிச்சு தொலை இது பேச முடியல. நாளைக்கு என்ன கதை நாளைக்கு எதுவும் வருதா எபி கார்டு எதுவும் வரலன்னு நினைக்கிறேன் ப்ரோ எபிக்கு
Well, there's no
லெஜெண்ட்லாம்
doubt that this
அவ்வளோதான்
is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing
இப்போதைக்கு எதுவும் நான்
folk of
பார்க்கல
this part of the world.
மெஸ்ஸி கார்டு
Expectations
கோட்வா கார்டு
rising,
2 கார்டு கன்ஃபார்மாக
evidently the
வருது
crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an
சாப்பிட்டேன்
occasion
லைட்டா
for
இல்லை
the
ப்ரோ அது ஏதோ
game's ultimate glitter.
நெறி கட்டிக்கிச்சு போல இருக்கு
Action has already started. Musiala is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now that looks a decent ball. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Neenga. Neenga made a search from full-back. As it turned out, whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Messi. And that could set him on his way. Mbappe might just make this. Musiala. Oh, this looks sharp.
ஏய்
Torres
தம்பி
unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Kimmich. And it's Messi. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Neither side yet able to find the net. And here's Mbappe. And that's been drilled in. Shot a goal!
கடைசி வரைக்கும் கோலே போகாது போல இருக்கு.
Well, Michael Owen is, of course, likely to be the key player here, Peter. The mere sniff of a chance and he's away.
Who's arguing phenomenal pace as well.
Well, his pace was his game, really. It makes defenders nervous knowing that at the slightest misjudgment, he's probably uncatchable.
And he uses it with such intelligence. There are few able to do that, aren't there?
I totally agree with that. There aren't.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
அங்கெல்லாம் இப்போ இன்சூரன்ஸா ப்ரோ இப்போ ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்லாம் போனீங்கன்னா எப்படி என்ன கதை
Neenga.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Neenga clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Now it's Owen. He's got the shot away!
நீங்கள் இன்சூரன்ஸ் போட்டிருக்கீங்களா இல்லை எப்படி ப்ரோ
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Pedri.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And here's Messi.
Have decided to turn to the long ball. That's very obvious now.
And how do they go about making that work?
Well, they can't neglect accuracy, and it can turn that opposition defence into facing its own goal, which so often can cause problems.
Great work on the overlap. Up he goes!
நைஸ் பால் பாடி
Oh, just
Very
needed a better
delicate.
contact.
Well, being
Yeah.
able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
இல்லை அது சொல்ல இப்போ போட்டிங்கன்னா நீங்கள் வந்து
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And he cuts out the supply.
போட்டா போதும் இன்சூரன்ஸ் மாதிரி கவர் ஆகிக்கலாம்
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. But it's Owen. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Alexander-Arnold. Rice puts his foot on the gas. Fernando Torres. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's half-time here. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0.
மாத்தலையா தம்னையிலே மாத்தாம வச்சுக்கேனா ப்ரோ எத்தனை 2 நாளா வரணும் happy with it.
Here we go again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And that's put paid to a promising move. Musiala. Oh, Red, nice interception. Pedri.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Aimed beyond the defence. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Haaland.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Great position. He's had a hit!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
And that's it. That was always inevitable. Manchester United have broken through. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And they're back on the ball again. It's a decent-looking cross.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Goes down, but nothing given. Rice calmly
ஏய் நான்
anticipates.
ப்ரோ நல்லா சர்க்கிள் போறான்
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Mbappe. And it's De Bruyne. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Serginho. Here it is, crossed in, and he was alert to it.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed
ஓ
it.
எவ்வளோதான்டா நானும் போராடுறது.
Messi. And it's Owen. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Oh, smashing header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
And that has put paid to that.
ஏன் எடுக்க விட மாட்டாங்க?
Messi. Almost
Tala.
75 minutes on the clock now. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Owen delivering the goods as expected.
Well, not only can a player of...
Oh no, this does not look... There's the shot!
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He's cut it out. That pass has been well intercepted.
டேய்
Now it's Messi. Has a look and plays it forward. Shapes the shot!
எப்பா எப்படிலாம் இது பண்றாங்க வரும்.
Do not write them off. Back they come.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Barcelona surely know by now that they've put so much work into...
Decent hit! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Messi has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Serginho. Just 5 minutes left.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Mbappe. Crossed in early. Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Kimmich.
Habrá
Messi.
2 minutos de descuento.
It's Pedri. Fernando Torres. De Bruyne. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. He is just caressing the ball. And
வாங்க
that
gamer
will be
bro
the
வாங்க.
final act. So it is something for both, but ideal for
சவா
neither.
என்ன ஜெயிக்க விட மாட்டானுங்க கர்மா. என்ன மைனஸ்ல இப்போ எதுக்குடா மைனஸா கொடுத்துட்டு இருக்கீங்க? என்ன கதரா? ப்ளஸே கொடுக்க மாட்டாங்க. வாங்க இதை மாத்திரும். நம்ம ஃபார்மேஷன் வேற என்ன சொல்றீங்க? நல்லா தான் கஷ்டப்படுறேன் தலை. ஆனா பொழக்கிறாங்க தலை. என்ன தலை பண்றது சொல்லுங்க? என்ன பண்ண முடியும்ன்றத மட்டும் சொல்லுங்க. ஒண்ணுமே பண்ண முடிய மாட்டேன்ட்டு. எதுவுமே பண்ண முடிய மாட்டேன்ட்டு. பொழப்பலான்னு பொழக்கிறான். பண்ண முடிஞ்சா பரவாயில்ல. ஒன்றும் பண்ண முடியாது. ஈஸியா 3 சீசன் போட்டு வெளுவெளுன்னு எடுத்தானுங்களே நண்பர்களே. அதை கதை பார்க்கலையா சொல்லுங்க? என்ன அடி நான் எட்டி பேய் எட்டி வாங்கினேனே, அதை நீங்க மறந்துட்டீங்களே. இப்போ ஃபார்மேஷன் சேஞ்சுடு 4-2-1-3 விங்கர் எக்ஸஸ். அப்படியா ப்ரோ? எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு மொபைலில் வேறு மாதிரி இருக்குது, இதில் பிஎஸ்ல வேறு மாதிரி இருக்குது ப்ரோ. மொபைலுக்கும் பிஎஸ்க்கும் சம்மந்தப்பட்டே இல்லாத மாதிரி. ஸ்பீடு இருக்கா? ஸ்பீடு இது இல்லையே. விங்கருக்கு அவன் இருக்கானோ? சாப்பிட்டீங்களா? இல்லையே, ஸ்பீடு ஆக்சிலேஷன்லாம் ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. அதனால தான் ரைட்டில் வச்சுருந்தேன். ஸ்பீடு வேணும் தான். நாங்கள் எல்லாம் ஃப்ளெச்சரை தூக்கி பின்னாடி போடுவோம். பாருங்க, ஸ்பீடு எல்லாம் ஒன்றும் இல்லை. நமக்கு இங்கே லெஃப்ட்டுக்கு இப்போ ஒரு பிரச்சனை இல்லை. இருங்க, இவ்வளோ தூக்கி இங்கே போடுவோம், அவ்வளோதான். அப்படி ஓடலைன்னா அடுத்து மாற்றி விட்டுருவேன்னா சொல்றீங்க. அவ்வளோ இந்த ஆர்பிஐ ஓசி மேடம் ஓட்டி ஆடம்ஸ்க்கு தான் ஸ்பீட் இல்லை ப்ரோ. எந்த சிபிக்கு ப்ரோ ஸ்பீட்? ஒரு சிபி ஸ்பீட் இல்லைனாலும் நோ ப்ராப்ளம். ப்ரோ பார்ப்போம் என்னான்ட்டு. அதான் ஃப்ளெஜருக்கும் ஸ்பீட் இல்லை. அதுக்கு தான் டோச் மினி.
Well, they say football's only a game.
நம்ம டோச் மினி எங்க வைக்கல. அதுக்கு டோச் மினி வந்து டெஸ்ட்ராயர்.
It is the week's most eagerly awaited contest.
Not
sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitter.
Connect ஆவறாங்களான்னு பாப்போம். அப்படினா நான் மாத்திட்டேன்.
We have already started here. Could be danger here. Now it's Mbappe. Well, nicely intercepted.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Maradona, and the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Maradona clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
The corner, there first. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And here's Maradona.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Fiddles it through. That has been cut short. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
அவன் எனக்கு இதுதான் ப்ரோ மாட்டுவேனே இந்த மாதிரி.
Well played, well stopped.
Nice bit of skill and he's away. Up he goes! Well, he should have done better and he knows it.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Mbappe, Serginho. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
Now there's a fine ball. Deflected
4-2-2
behind for
formation
corner
டைட்
kick.
பண்றாரு. அது வேணா பண்ணி பாருங்க.
Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner.
அதுக்கு மிஸ்டேக்
Corner
பண்றாங்க.
number 2 then. Danger averted for now. It's gone for a throw-in.
செக் பண்ணி பாருங்க ப்ரோ. ஏன்னா
Keeper has taken decisive action. Serginho. Darren Fletcher. No goals as yet. Maradona. Mbappe.
ஆஃப்சைடா? அபாட்டிய ஏரியால நான் மட்டும் தான் யூஸ் பண்ணுறேன்.
Barcelona are in front.
மொரட்டகை.
I was impressed with both the
PS
movement
எனக்கு
and the
தெரியல
pass,
மொபைல் எப்படின்னு
both
தெரியல. ஆனா
causing
தலையில
lots of
பொல
problems
பொல
for that
தருது.
defence.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Luis Suarez, very much a man of this moment. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Terrific header! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Some resolute defending there. That's a nicely measured pass. Mbappe. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Serginho. He won't be happy with that one.
Oh, great.
இந்த இடத்துல எவ்வளவு பேர் தப்பு பண்ண
He's
பாருங்க.
shifting through the gears here.
Barcelona really should be happy to let this half
ஏய்
run out now
சீரியஸ்லி
and
எதுக்குடா
go
அவன்
ahead
மேலே
and
அடிக்கிறீங்க கருமம்.
That's really well cleared. Abiati deals with it effortlessly. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Haaland, gently done. That's headed upfield. Pedri. In towards the middle. Nice interception, well timed. Works it forward. And it's Batistuta.
Barcelona couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
வாடா விஜய் வாடா
And
விஜய்.
now where they want
Wow.
to be. Just one goal and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time it is 1-0. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think there's plenty to be pleased about with that first half
Let's
display
get
in
முன்னாடி
terms
வரான்.
of the score and overall approach.
Barcelona leading 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Barcelona definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
ஏகேஸ்
Well, he got
பாத்துக்கோ
rid
பாத்து.
because he was under pressure.
Taken back almost at once. Keeper's got good distance on that. Serginho.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
It's come backwards here. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Messi. And he was quick to react. And here's Batistuta. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Barcelona are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Looks a good ball through. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's picked out the run. And he's there to belt it away. Just about up to the hour now. That's really well manoeuvred. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
அப்படியாடா எப்பவே வாங்குனதுடா
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit the bar on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
இது எங்கடா வாங்குன நீங்க நானும் அங்கே தான்டா வாங்கினேன்
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Messi proves too strong. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable. Barcelona showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
This is he's had a shot. It's in.
நானும் green color t-shirt தல நான் நீ green முக்காவாசி நம்ம லைஃப்ல இந்த t-shirt தான் இருக்கு ஏன் சொல்றேன்னா இதா இருக்கும் கொஞ்சம் நல்லா இருக்கும் போடுறதுக்கு இது கொஞ்சம் காட்டன்யா
such confidence and composure.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
That was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Maradona, he's looking for the runner here. Well read, nice interception.
நம்மள ஒரு dribble பண்ணவே மறந்துட்டேன் எனக்கு.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
சாப்பிட்டியாடா என்ன ஒர்க் என்னடா போறியா என்ன போறாயா என்ன பை தேவரா எல்லாம் மப்பேனே வாடா
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Barcelona have their
third order.
Messi, el dorsal 11. Serán sustituidos por
and now they can spring out of defence.
el dorsal 20.
Oh, this looks sharp. Well, that's well seen too.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Some
Apa
good
kalau
work on the
Donald
right flank
bisa
here.
masuk?
Maddison. David Villa. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's
Defend
duties.
வந்துட்டு
Barcelona have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Neymar. Neymar's cross. Goes in for the header!
கவானியா
No, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, I think it's
Darwin
great.
and
He's showing
Ulla
plenty of
potato.
fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Just 5 minutes remaining now.
காசு வாங்கிக்கலாம்
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
வாவ்
Barcelona could counter here. That is good alertness. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Cavani. Koundé makes the interception. That's a little off target.
தலைவன் ஏன் பின்னாடி
Cavani. Darren Fletcher.
Habrá 2 minutos de
Has
descuento.
a look and plays it forward. Pedri. Now it's Stoichkov. That has not gone well. Torres. So that's it.
பாஸ் போடவே மாட்டேன் ப்ரோ இல்ல இதா போடு
Barcelona are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less.
இப்போ வந்து நம்ம ஃப்ளெட்ஜர் வந்து நடுவுல நிக்க வச்சாதான் இப்போ பாருங்க ஆங்கர் மேன் நம்ம கரெக்டா இருக்கும் புரியுதா ஃப்ளெட்ஜர் தலையை நல்லா விளாடுறான் பட் ஆனா டிஃபெண்டர் ப்ரோ ஆங்கரை போட்டு ஆங்கர் மேன் போட்டு கரெக்டா இருக்கும் ரெண்டாயிரத்துல இருந்து அடிச்சு துரத்தி விட்டானுங்க தம்பி பின்னாடி போட்டு இந்த கடை பார்த்தீங்களா முன்னாடி போனானா பின்னாடி ஓகே
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Now it's Neymar, driving on and making good progress. Real chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Palestine were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Musiala. So what can they make of this? Musiala. Great chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Musiala. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Shot could be... Haaland! Goal! Barcelona! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Belletti. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the... Oh, no, this does not... It's Neymar! Oh, taken with style. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
A momentary lapse. Neymar! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Palestine with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 13 será sustituido por el dorsal 5.
And it's been taken short. Neymar. And now a sudden chance to counter. There's a sharp little ball here. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pedri. Barcelona are opting for an early change in personnel. They've decided against waiting until half-time. Messi, Neymar, and the finish! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind her.
That's a good run down the left. And there's green grass ahead of him. It's Neymar! That's a half-decent try.
Neymar really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Now it's Mbappe. Chouameni. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Could be danger here. Owen tries a shot. Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly,
Ui,
Peter, that's
어려운
for sure.
미스테이크.
It's their second corner of the game. Roberto Carlos with the short one. Otamendi with the clearance. Chance to finish. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Pedri. And once more he proves rigid and robust. And here's Mbappe. Oh, what a ball he's in here! And here's Mbappe. Neymar.
Habrá 2 minutos
And
de
it's
descuento.
Owen. Palestine looking to pass their way through. Big chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That was created because of good, lively movement with...
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And that's the second half started. No way through. Pedri, interesting ball. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he's quick to get it clear again. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Pedri. And that is as far as they're going to go. Messi. Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi, Neymar. Otamendi gets it clear. Oh, what a ball! Neymar. Terrific save by Abbiati. That's going to go a long way. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is confident.
He's got the shot away! And that was very necessary. And again! And kept out by the most elastic save.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And that has been cleared. Palestine are looking to go forward now. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, important interception.
இந்த கிளாஸ்ல வாங்கவே
Musiala, and he's picked out the run. Messi, Always. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And another try! Oh, the ball's run loose, and he's following up. That's another chance.
ப்ரோ என்ன ப்ரோ இப்படி பண்றானுங்க?
And the game is
எவ்வளோடா
truly
தடுக்கிறது?
turned on its head. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the
Ah,
ultimate
yeah.
price, hasn't he?
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the...
Oh, they could be caught out here.
இதே இருக்கான் ப்ரோ.
Neymar is the guilty party there. Torres. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Torres is one whose deliveries we all know about. The ball has bounced loose now. Bastoni attempts a clearance.
Barcelona are definitely going about this the right way.
They're coming
ஒரு
again and
இன்டிகிரேட்டிவ் ப்ளே
again.
மேக்கர்னால
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
தானா ரெண்டு கிரியேட்டிவ் ப்ளே மேக்கர்னால தான் கப்புறானுங்க.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Barcelona
7.
have turned to
El
their
dorsal
bench,
6.
and we're going to have
Serán
a
sustituidos
substitution.
por el dorsal 18.
Barcelona
El
will
dorsal
have
9.
one further opportunity
Messi.
to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Well, they could break here. Now it's Darwin. Neymar.
Palestine surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he was quick to react. Palestine are looking to break at pace. And it's Vardy. Pinches it off him. Some good work on the right flank here.
You can never be sure of the runners in the space, as long as the space...
Musiala! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
No, he's not
சீரியஸ்லி
getting
என்னடா
involved.
அவன் இது ரியாக்டே நிக்கவே மாட்டானுங்க. ஐயோ நான் இதை பிடிச்சிட்டே இருக்கேன்.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. Cleared away.
Barcelona
ஐயோ
have
என்ன
a simple
பண்ணா
task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Oh, Red, nice interception. The referee's awarded a free kick. Looking for the runner.
தடுக்கண்டே ஆகுது ப்ரோ. எல்லா பாலும் அவன்கிட்டே போதே ப்ரோ. நான் என்ன
2 minutes to be added on. Serginho, Bastoni, Vardy, and that is expertly dealt with. Bastoni getting this one clear.
வச்சுட்டான் ப்ரோ. எதாவது தோல்வி ப்ரோ.
And that will be it. Barcelona can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made.
சனே இல்லையா? சனே தான் போகணும். கைஸ் பாக்குறவங்க லைக் பண்ணிட்டு ஷேர் பண்ணி சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிட்டு பாருங்க. நாளைக்கு மெஸ்ஸி கன்ஃபார்ம் கைஸ். வெக்கம் பாருண்ணா கன்ஃபார்ம் அப்படின்னு போடுறாங்க. என்ன கதை தெரியல. இந்த இது கனெக்ட் ஆகிரும். கனெக்ட் ஆகி அந்த போட்டு குழப்பம் பண்ணி ரீமேட்ச் எஃப்சியும் உங்களோட ஓல்டு ஆப்போனன்ட் லைவ் போடுறேன். லைவ் போடுறானா ரீமேட்ச் எஃப்சியா?
So the wait is over. We can finally get going.
யாரு
Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this
யார் தல?
unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the
30
place
சப்ஸ்கிரைபர்
to
அந்த
be
பையனா
at
இப்போ இந்த
this
பையனா
moment
அது?
in time. Red and black
ஆமா.
wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly after
தமிழானே?
this one.
நம்ம ஓல்டு ஆப்போனன்ட் தான் லைவ். நிறைய பேர் லைவ் போறாங்க ப்ரோ இப்ப.
There's the whistle. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Oh, easy pickings there. He's had it taken off him. Well, that looks a cracking ball. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is
ஒண்ணும் பண்ண முடியல
the
நெட்.
greatest talent of
There's the hit! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Pirlo, nicely aimed pass. That's a little
திருப்பூதி
offside.
மாதிரி எங்குட்டோ போடாரா டோச்சு காடு.
Played
No,
into
something
space
out
out
there.
wide. Well, that's fabulous.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
That is ended up in no man's. Pirlo! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Mohamed Salah. De Bruyne. Out of play for a throw.
ஒழுங்கா விடலாம்.
De Bruyne. Gets a good foot in there. Quarter of an hour played. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
நான் அவனுக்கு அதுக்கு மேல இருக்கு.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
எல்லாம் வச்சு ஒண்ணுமே பண்ண முடியாம படுத்துறானுங்க.
Keeper's dealt with that. No, he wasn't going to be fooled.
ஏய் சீக்கிரம் பாஸ் பண்ணுங்கடா.
The chance to go the other way. Now, who's going to be first to this?
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Odo. Check, gets it away. Chouameni. Mbappe. Looking for the run. Good read, needed to be. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. It's Pedri. Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And that's really well manoeuvred. That's a shade optimistic.
நான் ப்ரோ எல்லா பாலையுமே எப்படி ப்ரோ அவன் காலுக்கிட்டே போகுது அவன் மாதிரி.
Almost half an hour in now. Rijkaard is there and he can pick it up. And the ball's a good one here. Oh, shooting chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Milan have their
பாட்டி
second corner
ரிஃப்ளெக்ட்
now.
பக்கத்துல ரிஃப்ளெக்ட் சரியா இருக்கு.
Header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss
இந்த
is
மாதிரி
enjoying
கார்டெல்லாம்
his
எடுத்துட்டு
effort
வந்தாலே
there.
எனக்கு விளையாடவே தோண மாட்டேங்குது.
Haaland, Mbappe, and he's had it nicked away. He can get that clear. Here's Chouameni, Bastoni, it's Pedri. Oh, great play!
இத பாருங்க எவ்வளோ நேரம் கழிச்சு அடிக்கிறான்.
There's a lot to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pedri, still no way through. The defending here is resolute. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Barcelona
இத
certainly
பாருங்க ப்ரோ
could do with
எதுவுமே பண்ண
positive
முடியல.
score for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And it's Salah. Thuram makes the interception. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Salah. Looking tidy in possession here. Done delicately. Beautifully weighted. There's the shot! And he hits the net! And with that goal
ஒரே
comes
பால்ல பாஸ்
comfort.
முடிச்சான் ப்ரோ சும்மா கட்ட தள்ளி.
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And he welcomes it in. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. That's a good ball
எனக்கு ஒண்ணே
played
ஒண்ணு
into
புரியல
space.
என்னடா பாஸ்ட்
He can
பேக்
run
பண்ணி
onto
என்ன ப்ரோ
that.
பண்றான்.
That's been intercepted.
Il quarto uomo
Pedri.
indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Mbappe, Chouameni, and it's Salah. Aimed beyond the defence. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
ஐயோ பேக் டோன் என்ன பண்றானே தெரியாம. முன்னாடி வந்து விளையாண்டுட்டு இருக்கான் ப்ரோ
The
பேட்ஸ்மேன்.
first half compared with your expectation.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position. So why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
சம்பந்தமே இல்லாம முன்னாடி வந்து விளையாண்டுட்டு இருக்கான். எதுக்குன்னே தெரியாம. சென்டர்ல கண்டிப்பா. சே பின்னாடி வந்திருக்கலாம் ப்ரோ. தேவையில்லாம இது
I
நெட்ல
volontari di tutti i settori sono pregati di recarsi nell'area dello staff. Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 44. Oddo viene sostituito con il numero 15. Cambio di giocatore.
Here we go again.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B,
இந்த
and
பால
C.
நான் போடவே இல்லடா
Leveling the
டேய்.
score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and
அடிச்சாச்சு பாத்துக்கலாம். இம்பாப்பேக்கு தேவையில்லாம பால.
it was.
And that's been won straight back. And it's Hullet. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. De Bruyne. Barcelona do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And that's another good win of the ball. Milan do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Eto'o. In with the challenge. Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez!
ஃபாரஸ்ட்லாம் அந்த அளவுக்கு ஆனா இருக்க மாட்டான். ஃபாரஸ்ட் கிட்ட நிறைய கேம்ல
Really looked sharp there, didn't
ஃபாரஸ்ட்
he?
வந்து
That's
அந்த அளவுக்கு
very well
அடிச்சாலும்
played.
இருக்க மாட்டான்.
So, third corner of the game.
ஃபினிஷ் குடுக்குறானுங்க எல்லாம் குடுக்குறானுங்க அண்ணா. வேஸ்ட் மாதிரி தான் ரெக்கார்ட்.
And the keeper beats it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Nesta attempts a clearance. And he's there to retrieve it. Luis Suarez, a player who needs no introduction.
இவனை வச்சுனாலும் கொஞ்சம் நல்லா இருக்கு. ஆடம்ஸ்
Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Milan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
De Bruyne.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Adams. Couldn't squeeze it through. Pirlo.
தூக்கி விட்டுறிஞ்சிடறான்டா பால ப்ரோ.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with
லாங்
that
பால்
pass.
கவுண்டர்ல
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Haaland. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
அப்படியா நிக்கணுமோ.
Saliba clears. Well, that is one way to stop
சூத்ரா
it.
டேய் என்ன புண்டேடா பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கு.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They
Yeah,
need
that
to
I
alter
pick it
their
up,
approach
yeah.
and start shifting this ball out wide. Eto really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And that was very necessary. They get a throw in.
ஒரு கடுப்பாவது விளையாட வேற மைனஸ் போட்டாங்க ஆப்போனன்ட் கொடுத்தாலே நம்ம டென்ஷன். இப்பதான் ஒரு ஆப்போனன்ட் வந்தாலே நம்ம 2 மேட்சை போட்டு போவோம். ஒஸ்டா பண்றானு ஸ்கிரிப்ட் ஒரு அளவு போடலாம்டா, ரொம்ப போடக்கூடாதா. ஏதோ டிவிஷன் 1 போயிட்டேன்னு தொண்டே வர வலிக்குது ப்ரோ. என்ன கதைன்னு தெரியல பாருங்க. இந்த லைட்டில் இந்த மலையில் அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு இடத்துல விளையாடுறக்குள்ள வேர்த்து ஊத்து. போட்டா நோட்டிஃபிகேஷன் வரதா கேமர் ப்ரோ? இதை போட்டு குழந்தை திரும்பி யூஸ் பண்ண இரண்டியா அடிமா சிக்கிட்டான்டா அப்படின்னு. ஐயோ வரல ப்ரோ. இல்ல முன்னாடி வந்துச்சா? நான் போட்டோட்டி வருதா வரல நோட்டிஃபிகேஷன்? ஒக்கால யாரா நீங்க வரல ப்ரோ. யூஸே போக மாட்டேன் வெறும் 24 இது தான். அதுக்கு தான் கேட்டேன். ஜான்சன் ஒயிட்டி ஜோ ஒயிட்டி எஃப்சிக்கு பதிலா ஒயிட்டின்னு பார்த்துடலாமா கைஸ்? என்ன ப்ரோ சொல்றீங்க? ஜோன்ஸ் ஒயிட்டின்னு மாற்றிடுவோம் எஃப்சிக்கு பதிலாக. இன்னைக்கு ஒரு சப்ஸ்கிரைபர் வந்துருக்காப்ல. இனிமேட்டு ஃபுல்லாக வீடியோஸ் மட்டும்தான் கைஸ். நோ லைவ். எல்லாம் வீடியோவாக போட்டு அடிச்சு நோக்க வேண்டியதான். நம்ம நைட்டு ஒரு வேலைக்கு என்ன சொல்றீங்க நண்பர்களே? ஒரு நாளைக்கு ஒரு 10 சப்ஸ்கிரைபர் வந்தானே 3 மாசத்துல 900 சப்ஸ்கிரைபர்.
And it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. It's a good spell of possession, this. Goalkeeper's ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Pinches it off him. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which can make him unplayable when he's truly on song.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Hops him off it and wins back the ball. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range.
Wow, sama.
Michael.
Ayyo, வேற யாராச்சும் தைனா கோல் வருமே.
And here's Mbappe, and real chance. Oh, surely that deserved better.
வேற யாராச்சும் தான் கோல் ப்ரோ அது.
Reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget
ஐயோ,
that.
போச்சு ரொம்ப தூரம் போயிட்டு பால்.
And now they can spring out of defence.
வேற இடத்துல விட்டு பேஞ்சா செம்மையா இருந்திருக்கு ப்ரோ.
Neymar. He's had it taken off him. That's a good run down the left. He's
Yumma.
Such a cool, inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Sneijder. He's had a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Sneijder clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
அந்த பாக்ஸ் குள்ள எப்பவுமே முழுசா அழுத்தவே கூடாது. அழகா இந்த R2 பட்டனா L2 button அழுத்தி ரைட்.
And it's been taken short. Nice control. No, he's not getting past him there. There could be trouble here. But for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
இதுதானே எதிர்பார்த்தான் ஆளு. அந்த கோல் அடிக்க போறான்னு நினைக்கிறேன். மொத்த பிளேயர் ப்ரோவன்.
Dixon. He's gone for goal.
ஒரு அடிமையா இருப்பான் போல இருக்கு.
An instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mohamed Salah. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Neymar. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And here's Neymar. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
நம்மளா விளையாண்டா 30 மினிட்ஸ் போகுது.
Sneijder.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He gets big. He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Almost half an hour in now. Neymar. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
வாய்ப்பு.
Sneijder. De Bruyne.
This is the time you need that pace.
Rui Costa. Kubo. Rui Costa. It's Rui Costa! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Rui Costa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
மலையாள தம்பியை போட்டு அடிக்கலான்னு பார்த்தா மலையாள தம்பி நம்மளை போட்டு துபாய்க்காரன் நம்மளை வெளுக்கலான்னு பார்த்தா துபாய்க்காரன் நம்மளை போட்டு வெளுக்கிறான். சரி அடிச்சு முன்னேறி போவோம் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தா ஏற முடியாது போல.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now who's going to be... Serginho.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable
Now
here.
he's off and running. Kubo.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game.
வாய்ப்பே இல்ல அவனுக்கு
Not
போறானா
to make any
நமக்கு
further
போக
progress
மாட்டான்.
now. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Haaland. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Rui Costa is offering some sort of an apology there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
David!
ஏய் சீரியஸா எங்கடி?
This possibly the last play of the half. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Opts to play it back. Looking for the runner. Rui Costa. Kunde attempts a clearance. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later. Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. Passes short and sharp. Kunde defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
எங்கடா எல்லாம் கும்பல்ல ஓடியாந்துட்டானுங்க எல்லாம் கும்பல்ல வரானுங்க.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's picked his way through.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
ஏய்
There's a probing ball. It's an emphatic looking ball, that. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Neymar. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Bergomi spots it and intercepts. Neymar puts his foot on the gas. And here's Snyder. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. That's been cut out, well played. Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Could move up a gear here. Pedri. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Chouameni. And it's Snyder. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's a shade optimistic.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Otamendi cuts it out. Chouameni closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Adams gets across to intercept that. Neymar. He could be in here. Well timed, excellent interception.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Shifted upfield.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, big chance! And again! It's in! And just like that, he's into double figures now. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
ஒரு கிராஸ் கூட போடவே விட முடியலையே என்ன.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Barcelona have taken the lead.
Oh, it was a long time coming, but I think it's fully merited. They've applied themselves extremely well.
Pedri.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, that's fabulous. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. He's got to be in here. He's got the shot away. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game.
Barcelona certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Oh, that's a fine interception.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Out of play for a throw.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Kubo. Rui Costa.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And we're done. Barcelona have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the title.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing.
Nepal भैया
We
Nepal.
have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena.
Nepal.
Absolutely perfect for a game of
Ana,
this
you
nature.
have 5 பண்றப்போ Mbappe. Phenomenal.
So it's away we go then. Cafu charging forward down that flank.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Pedri. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Now it's Mbappe. Haaland. Mohamed Salah. And the finish! Marvellous goal!
அவ்வளவுதான்.
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for
Good
precisely
day,
the
Nandra.
reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it
The ball
triggered a
on
move
the
of
goal.
devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
He's had a hit!
Oh, செம்ம reflex டா.
Great effort, beautifully taken.
Beckenbauer brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
He's in plenty of space here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And it's De Bruyne. Mohamed Salah. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ball played right into his path. That has been cut short. Cafu. First quarter of an hour gone. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Vinicius Junior. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Mbappe. No way through. Oh, nicely intercepted. De Bruyne. And it's Salah. Haaland. Mbappe. Can he finish? Oh, that is really good tenacity. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Adams clears. And now a sudden chance to counter. Serginho proves too strong. Good spot, he's seen the run. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Hakimi. Vinicius Junior shapes to shoot! Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Koundé. De Bruyne. Mohamed Salah. Beckham. Well, they can break here. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Haaland. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Haaland, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Beckham, quality ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. De Bruyne. Pedri. Gently done. Cafu hurtling down that right flank. Cafu drives forward on the overlap. Struck first time.
என்னடா பண்ணா
A real chance and a real let-off.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there.
என்ன ப்ரோ பண்றது கரெக்ட் தான் நீ சொல்றது
Great ball if he can get there.
There will be 1 minute
Slightly
added
better
time.
ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and
Yeah,
buts. If only the
இந்த
pass
கேம்ல
could have
என்ன இருக்குன்னு
completed its
நினைக்கிறீங்க
journey.
அவ்வளவுதான் கேம் 4 கோல் ஒரு கோல் ஆனா அப்புறம் எப்படி ஒரு பெரிய
A pretty
சப்ஸ்கிரைபர்லாம்
decent
பார்த்துட்டே
watch
இருக்கானுங்க
this, and each side has
அதான் bro எனக்கு
contributed
தெரியல
in
வேற
equal
கேம்ல
part.
இப்ப
Couple of
கண்டென்ட்
very
கிடைக்கும்
good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which
ஆனா
is
இந்த கேம்லயே
right on
கண்டென்ட்
the edge.
பண்றாங்கன்னா
At half-time, it's 1-1.
அதுக்கு நான் என்ன சொல்றேன் bro வேற கேம் பண்ணலாம் கண்டிப்பா
Well, half of
ஆனா
football, it's 1-1, but it could
வேற game
easily
பண்ணிக்கிட்டே
be 3-3
இருக்கானுங்கல்ல
or more.
இப்ப ஒரே
Great
கேம்
next
பண்றானுங்களே
speed
இப்ப வந்து
brilliance.
வெறும் ஃபுட்பாலே பண்றானுங்க
Well,
பாத்தீங்களா
the scoreline indicates
அவங்களுக்குமே
a
எப்படியும் இப்போ ஒரு
pretty tight
30
game,
பேர்
but
40
there has
பேர்
been a lot of
100 பேர் அப்படி
action
பார்த்துக்கிட்டே
in it,
இருக்கானுங்க
and it has been
அது
an
எப்படி
exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. No reported change to either side during the break. De Bruyne proves just a little bit. Decent hit! And he can clear it away. Mohamed Salah looking understandably energised after his goal. There's the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Adams gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. De Bruyne, Mbappe. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's picked his way through. Danger averted for now. Ball's gone out of play.
கேமர் ப்ரோ இருக்கீங்களா சொல்லுங்க எப்படி இருக்காங்க அது எப்படி வந்து அவங்க மட்டும் இவ்வளவு பேர் பாக்குறாங்க ஆனா நமக்கு மட்டும்
Messi,
கண்டென்ட் தானே ப்ரோ என்ன
and they've got rid. And that's really well manoeuvred.
வேற கேம்ல கண்டென்ட்
Yeah, it looks
இருக்கு
like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Serginho. De Bruyne.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter. We've
இல்ல இல்ல
seen
ப்ரோ
one of
இதுலயே நம்ம
those
பண்ணுவோம்
raking passes just to spread the play.
அதானே
The attendance for this match was 70,900.
சொல்றேன் உங்கள்கிட்ட ஏன்னா
There's a lot to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Otamendi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Pedri, Mbappe, and Mohamed Salah. Vinicius Junior, and once more he proves rigid and robust. Pedri, and here's Mbappe. Marquinhos does really well to win the ball there. Adams played towards the other side. Now it's De Bruyne. Plays it in low. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Serginho. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Mbappe.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Corner number 3 coming up. Beckham with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Foot in. Mbappe. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. De Bruyne. Mbappe.
Barcelona showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
And he cuts out the supply. That is very well defended. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Mbappe.
Oh, great feat, that.
And the ball's a good one here. Real chance!
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Otamendi makes the interception. It's a great... and the shot!
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Threads one in. He could be in here. And we're done. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in.
தம்பினா ஏன்னா இதிலே பண்ணுவோம் ப்ரோ அதுல வர மாட்டேங்குது ப்ரோ இல்லனா நான் நேத்தே பண்ணி ஜிடியாச்சு பண்ணிருப்பேன்
Most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game despite it
ஜிடியா பண்ணவே முடியல
climactic.
பண்ணா வெளில போயிருது என்ன பண்றதுன்னே தெரியல அதனால தான் விட்டேன் நான் மைனஸ் ஆடா பண்ணீங்களா ப்ளீஸ் பாக்குறவங்க லைக் பண்ணிட்டு ஷேர் பண்ணிட்டு சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிட்டு பாருங்க இல்லைனா நீ ஜிடி எங்கேயா பாருங்க தம்ப்நெயில்லாம் ரெடி பண்ணி வச்சிருந்தேன் பாருங்க தம்ப்நெயில் தெரியுதா இருங்க இதா இருக்கு புரியுதா தம்ப்நெயில்லாம் ரெடி பண்ணி வச்சுட்டேன் ஆனா என்னால பண்ண முடியல கடைசி நேரத்துல சொதப்பிடுச்சு என்ன பண்ணாலும் இந்த மாதிரி கேம்லாம் அவ்வளவுதான் ப்ரோ கொஞ்சம் நாள் தான் அதுக்கப்புறம் இப்போ டிவிஷன் 1 போயிட்டாலே ஜோலி முடிஞ்சு அவ்வளவுதான் பாருங்க நான் பண்றேன்னே தெரில டிவிஷன் 1 100 10 அப்படின்னு போயிட்டே இருக்கும் டிவிஷன் 1 போனோட்டே போர் அடிக்க ஆரம்பிச்சிருச்சு அதுக்கப்புறம் நம்ம என்ன ஜாலியாக விளாண்டுக்கிட்டு இருக்கோம் பூச்சா போட்டு விளாடல டாம்பாயின்னு ஒரு யூடியூபர் தெரியும்ல போட்டு பொழக்கிறான் அப்புறம் தலைவன் வேற தம்ப்நெயிலே கிடைக்கலையா அப்புறம் மொரட்டு தம்ப்நெயிலா இருக்கா ப்ரோ வேற தம்ப்நெயிலே கிடைக்கலையா? நிறைய இருக்கு ப்ரோ. நம்ம நம்ம
So, ladies and
வைக்கிறதானே
gentlemen, we can finally get going.
ஜாலியா.
Welcome to everybody who
நம்ம
has joined
ஸ்ட்ரீமே
us
ஒரு
for
18
this
ப்ளஸ் ஸ்ட்ரீமா தான்
unmissable
இருக்கு.
game. Hugely
அதனால கூட யாரும்
anticipated,
வராம
hugely
இருக்கலாம்.
hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Beckham. Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, it's come loose. Bale. Serginho. Strong running down that left flank. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
They just took too long getting forward.
Look, if they're going to counter,
அது
it has
ஏன்
to be
உள்ள வரவே
faster
மாட்டேன்னு
and
தெரியல
much
கேம்
more
ப்ரோ.
decisive.
நானும் லைவ் போடுறேன், வரவே
And
மாட்டேன்.
we have our very first corner. Roberto Carlos can get it clear. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
England are looking to go forward now. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Bale. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's shifting through the... Mbappe!
ஐயோ எங்கேருந்து
Goal,
பா
England!
அம்மாடா.
Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
ஓப்பன் கோல் விடுறாங்க.
The
இப்படி
keeper
நம்மள
has
மாதிரி
reacted
பிளேயர்லாம்
superbly there.
He's very lucky to recover that, and he shouldn't have put himself in that position in the first place.
Mbappe. Pedri. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pedri really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And that's out of reach. And he's had it nicked away.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of...
Chance to finish.
Ah,
And he has kept it out somehow.
Bale is offering a wry smile there.
பேல் மொரட்ட பேல் வச்சு நம்பர் 107.
Roberto Carlos.
England couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Good spot, he's seen the run. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That's very neat. Big chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Mohamed Salah clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Beckham. Cafu. Modric looks to get on the end of this. Mbappe gets his pass away. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And he's there to belt it away. Now that's well seen too. Beckham. That's headed upfield. De Bruyne. Kaka. And it's Beckham. Chouameni.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Pedri. De Bruyne. Mbappe. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So second half வேற ஃபார்மேஷன் இருக்குல பாத்தீங்களா?
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
That's பெட்டி நின்னது ரொம்ப தப்பு bro. பெட்டி வந்து அங்க நிக்கவே கூடாது.
Now it's Mbappe. And he's whipped it across.
England making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Mbappe, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now that looks a decent ball. Well, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Modric. Nice ball, and he might be in here. Now it's Modric. Deflected behind for a corner kick. It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. England appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Bale, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bale showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Oh, that's fabulous. Decent hit! It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Pedri. Always onto this. Mbappe. Nicely intercepted. Mbappe. Modric conjures time and space where few can. Bale. Oh, a delicate chip through. He's had a shot! Mbappe!
சீரியஸா கடுப்பாகுது ப்ரோ அந்த பால் இவ்வளோ பக்கத்துல போய் எப்படி ப்ரோ அவன் தடுக்கிறான் முன்னாடி அவனே நல்லா
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's hoisted clear. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bale. He's found a way through.
England clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Well, that's a clever-looking ball. Abiati deals with it effortlessly. And here's Mbappe. Pinches it off him. Haaland. Now it's Pedri. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chouameni done delicately. No way through there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe, and he's being shifted off it. Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kaka, and he welcomes it in. Bale. He's free, he has got space. It's loose. Oh, what has happened here? Mbappe gets flagged offside.
England probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Oh, super find. Mbappe! Mbappe! And he can clear it away. And it's Beckham, just eases him off the ball. Fires from distance. Gave it a go, but off target. And that is that. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Any reflections on what you've seen?
எவ்வளவு போட்டாலும் அடிச்சா அடி இடிச்சா இடின்னு பறக்க விடுறான்னு நினைக்கிறேன். நம்மள என்னத்தை தான் அந்த பாடம் மாற்றி போட்டாலும் சரி, மாற்றி எல்லாத்தையும் மாற்றினாலும் சரி, நமக்கு நேரம் தெரியலாம். அப்போ சாப்பிட்டீங்களா ப்ரோ எல்லாரும்? கதவை திறந்துப்பா, வேர்த்து. மெட்டு காத்தடிக்கலாம் தான் நண்பர்களே, சூப்பராக காத்தடிக்குது. கொசும் அதே மாதிரி இருக்கா?
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. He's in plenty of space here. Neymar gets a good foot in there. And he's managed to get free. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Neymar! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive. There's the golden nugget, that is Paul Scholes, one of the game's unsung heroes.
And nothing seems to change him. All that adulation, he's the same bloke.
Agreed, but on a world level, he ought to have higher status. But he's never been one for hugging the limelight. He just loves being the quiet assassin.
Roberto Carlos. And he thumps it clear. Haaland. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Pedri. And it's De Bruyne. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Otamendi cuts out the pass. That's really well manoeuvred. Roberto Carlos. Nicely aimed pass. The fullback is in acres of space here. And here's Batistuta.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Serginho. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. In for a header! Decent enough try. Oh, easy pickings there. Pass somewhat off target. Messi.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Now it's Scholes. Messi. Roberto Carlos. He's got two. Goal! Barcelona! Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time. Oh, they could be caught out here. There's the hit! Really well taken goal. A landmark moment for a player of grand significance, his 50th goal. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
That has been cut short. Now it's Haaland. David Villa. Now it's Batistuta. De Bruyne. Serginho. Serginho. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! And would have been quick to recover this. Van Bouten with the clearance. Traoré. Pedri. Pedri! David Villa. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Van Bouten. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And he was quick to react. Oh, good looking ball. Mohamed Salah looking understandably energised after his goal. He's played him through. Nice interception, well timed. And he's there to clear it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And the half-time whistle goes. So half-time.
ഇവനെ ഞാൻ പറയും ഇവിടെ കേവലം ഞാൻ നേരത്തെ நல்லா இருப்பான் bro இதுல போய் இவ்வளவு
But that is not due to any shortage of effort on either
யாரை
side.
யூஸ் பண்ண மாட்டாங்கன்னு எடுத்து
It's a British game
போடுவாங்க
this, and at half-time it's 1 each. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Look, this match promised goals, and it certainly hasn't let us down. It's been really, really entertaining.
Barcelona head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, 1 each, and the game right on edge. And we are already promptly back underway.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So
Chance! Goal!
well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here. The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Barcelona, he's had a shot!
what a pass by Pedri magician bro Pedriலாம் சத்தியத்துக்கு பாருங்க சும்மா பாஸ்
Threatening to put
பாஸ்
there.
துப்ரைனா யாருன்னு தெரியலனா
The movement.
ஏன் bro ஓடுமனா அர்ஜென்டினா கை
The finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Can he finish? Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Pedri. Now it's Haaland. Here's Scholes. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was concerned.
ரொம்ப ஜோக்கர் மாதிரி பண்ணிருக்கானே
Serginho. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That's headed upfield. And here's Batistuta. Barcelona have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. David Villa.
ஓடிமெண்டா
Lovely feet.
அதான் bro அந்த ஓடிமெண்டா ஓடிமெண்டா
Out for
ரொம்ப
a
காமெடியா
throw.
பண்ணிருக்கானு தாடி தான் சொல்ற மாதிரி நேர்றையா நல்லா தான்
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Traoré. Pedri. Played back in. That's an excellent interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Short changes him with that pass. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Pedri, nicely intercepted. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Neymar. And it's Messi. Messi will
Got
not
him,
want to
Messi.
lose out here, not against this. And Batistuta!
What is
Oh, that is
this
rather
point, bro?
wayward.
Another example of
Bro,
how
என்ன bro
comfortable this
சொல்லுங்க
team
bro
is
இது
on the break.
ஒக்கடி வாட் ஏன் பாயிண்டா வாட் இஸ் திஸ் பாயிண்ட் புரியல நான் டிஃபன் கூட தான் இருந்தாலும் ரவி ப்ரோ இருக்கேன் இதெல்லாம் போர் என்ன பண்ணுறதுடா போர் அடிக்குது ப்ரோ ரீசெண்டாக பார்த்தீங்களா ஒரு
El dorsal
Both sides
5.
then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 13. Cambio de jugadores.
Now it's Mbappe. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. A searching ball that into space. Van Bouten kept his eye on it, and he's there. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And he's intervened well there. Pedro. Oh, he's found support out wide. Messi. And now the breakaway.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Now it's Batistuta. Messi. Griezmann. Scholes. Maradona. Pedri. Mbappe. He was under real pressure there. David Villa. Batistuta. David Villa. Batistuta.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Maradona. And he's picked out the run. Chance here to counter. Now it's Messi. Messi
ஒண்ணுமே
is
பண்றா
fouled.
டேய் ஒண்ணுமே லைட்டா அடிக்காண்டா செஞ்சேன்
Messi considers his options.
போட்டான் பாரு கோல் ப்ரோ
Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah!
ஏய் யாரா ஒத்த கையிலே
There's the
பிடிச்சான்டா டேய்
clearance.
அப்பா ஏன் ஐடியா
Griezmann.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
And it's Batistuta. And here's... And Messi!
ஏய் செம்ம கோல் ப்ரோ
Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist?
செம்ம கோல் ப்ரோ
That is glorious, as if he...
என்ன
And that's
ஜெயிக்கலாம்
that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Haaland picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise
What a
there.
match.
Está abierta entre semana y en días de
Terrific
கடைசில ஒரு நல்ல
recovery.
கோல்
A
போட்டான்
really fine win that,
கோல்
Jim
சரியான
Beglin.
கோல் இன்னொரு மேட்ச் அப்பா நம்ம ஆளுங்களாம் வந்து லைக் மட்டும் போட்டு போயிடுறாங்கய்யா ஆயிட்டா வேற டிவிஷன் இல்ல ப்ரோ, டிவிஷன் இல்ல ப்ரோ, டிவிஷன் அதான் போயாச்சே. போனதுக்கு அப்புறம் எங்க விளையாடுறது? இப்பதான் முடிச்சேன். இப்பதான் ப்ரோ 2 மைனஸை போட்டு விட்டானுங்க. மொரட்டு மைனஸ் என்ன போட்டு விட்டானுங்க ரவி ப்ரோ. இப்பதான் எங்க தம்பி அப்படின்னு அதனால கேட்டீங்களா? வாட்ஸ் பாயிண்ட் ப்ரோ. ஒரு நாள் கேம் விளையாடனால கேமே மறந்து போச்சு பாருங்க. போட்டு பொல பொழக்கிறானு.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time.
Well,
there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. One of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate literati. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Can he get away? And the shots! Barcelona are looking to break at pace. Has a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. It's out of play for a goal kick. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Chouameni.
நண்பர்களே, ஓஜி நண்பர்களே, குடுத்தா நண்பர்களே, தூக்கி மரோனா ஒரு
Great chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Mbappe tries to clear.
இல்ல ப்ரோ, கிரியேட்டிவ் ப்ளே மேக்கரா இருக்கான், அதனால தான் யூஸ் பண்ணாம வச்சிருக்கேன் நண்பர்களே. ஏமா ப்ரோ யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம்.
We've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one. Yeah, they were looking for a counter attack.
Barcelona so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. He is through here and it's pulled up.
டேய் எங்கடா போட்டான்? அட கர்மம் முடிச்சவனே.
But nearly is nothing. Batistuta.
ஏன்டா அவன்
shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
கோலி முடிஞ்சு பாஸ் போட்டா
Now there's a fine ball.
நீங்க ஒரு அடி தப்பு பண்ணால எவ்வளவு பண்ணிட்டு. ஆடா போங்கடா.
Batistuta.
ஏய் யாரா நீ?
Oh, it's just a little long.
தல ஒன்னு புரிஞ்சு கேமர் ப்ரோ என்ன கதைனா ஏஎம்எஃப் யூஸ் பண்ணா அவன் சைடா ஓடிட்டு இருக்கான், அதனாலதான் நான் போடாம வச்சிருக்கேன். அங்கிட்டு இங்கிட்டு ஓடிட்டு இருக்கானுங்க ப்ரோ, ஃபார்மேஷன் கொலாப்ஸ் ஆகுது, புரியுதா உங்களுக்கு? அதனாலதான் போடாம வச்சிருக்கேன். ஆனா கார்டு நல்லா தான் சும்மா நம்ம விளையாடுறதுனா விளையாடலாம். தற்குறித்த நான் அது டிவிஷன் 1 இருக்கப்ப அவன் எடுத்தேன்.
Chouameni. Mbappe. Bellingham. That's a little off target. Pedri. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Haaland. Conte.
ஏன்டா வேகமாவே பார்க்க மாட்டாங்க.
Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
முன்னாடி ஏஎம்எஃப் தான் போட்டிருந்தேன் ப்ரோ. அவன் கிராஸ் ஸ்பெஷலிஸ்ட் தானே. ஆனா ஏஎம்எஃப் போட்டு வேஸ்டா இருக்கு. ஏன்னா கிராஸ் அவனுக்கு லோ பாஸ் கிடையாது. அதனால அது ஒத்து வர மாட்டேன். ஏன்னா போடாம இருந்திருக்குன்னா எடுத்ததே கிராஸுக்கு தான்.
To Nielsen, and smartly reclaimed.
ஆண்டே பாருங்க ஓடுறாங்க.
How that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
என்னதான் நான் பண்ண முடியும் சொல்லு. என்னதான் நான் பண்றது?
Adams gets it clear. Mbappe floated up and over. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
ஓ முடியல ப்ரோ.
That is pretty much the end of that.
கரெக்ட்டா காலுக்கிட்ட வந்து நிக்கிறான்.
Otamendi cuts out the pass. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Bellingham. Can he spark a counter here?
அதான் அத சூப்பரா ட்ரிபிள் பண்ணான்.
Half time getting close now. Stood up well to him there. Short changes him with that pass. And here's the chance to counter. And he's managed to get free. That's very neat. De Bruyne.
ஐயோ
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
ஏய்
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஹாஃப்
The first
ப்ரோ
45 minutes are up. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later. That's position.
Mbappe defend பண்ணா
Utilization of space.
ஓடியே முடிச்சுட்டானே.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
ஓடுறா பால. அட்ரா ஹாலாண்ட் ஐயோ.
That's fabulous. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Chouameni. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Oh dear, less said about that pass, the better. Chouameni. And he's in on goal. Oh, look at the space here. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Oh, well played, well played. Can he finish?
அவ்வளவுதான் நண்பர்களே. ப்ரோ கண்ணை மூடிட்டு பாலை கிக் பண்ணுங்க.
And does he not?
அததான் அவுட் மேனிக்கு போட முடியல ப்ரோ. ஸ்லிப்பாவுது.
He picked his spot expertly.
He weighed up.
அவன் காலுக்கிட்டே வந்து நிக்கிறான் ப்ரோ. அதான் கடுப்பாவுது. அந்த ஒரு வழியா போட்டாச்சு. சரி ப்ரோ.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
கரெக்ட்டா அவன்ட்ட பால் போடுது. அதான் எனக்கு டென்ஷன் ஆகுது. ஓச்சுடா டேய் 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 டேய்.
For the pieces. Dispatched clinically. They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Madrid grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that...
Can he put it away? Maradona. Well, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. Serginho, he has found the way through.
என்ன பண்றதுனே தெரியல.
Kante cuts it out, played towards the other side. Who saw this coming? Extraordinarily, they have been denied as late and as dramatically as... Shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Chouameni. Ah, now can they counter? And the pass is intercepted. Denilson. Oh, he's in! Oh, great chance. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job.
சூப்பரா டேய் டேய் சூப்பரா
It
பண்ணீங்க.
was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Good running, strong and purposeful.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should
எல்லா
be.
புண்டையும் போ ஃபவுல் கூதிய குடுப்பா.
Denilson. Throwing.
ये क्या रहा? என்ன ப்ரோ வி ஒரு பால் போட்டுட்டு கரெக்ட்டா குடுத்துறானே ப்ரோ.
El dorsal 11.
Early
Serán
ball.
sustituidos por
And that is expertly dealt with.
el dorsal 20.
He can get that
Se va a
clear.
realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Works it forward. Looking for options for movement.
இவ்வளவுதான்டா ட்ரிபிள் பண்றது போங்கடா டேய். அப்புறம் ஒண்ணும் பண்ண முடியல என்னால.
And it's Neymar. Plays a delicate ball. Hit into the middle. Up he goes! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
கோல் போட இவ்வளவு கஷ்டப்படு.
Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
5 minutes left on the clock. Aims beyond the defence.
Well, both
Armane,
sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Neymar. And that was very necessary.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Aim forwards. Bellingham. Bellingham has a look inside the box. And he's looking at the referee. And that's that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No.
எதுக்குடா மைனஸ் கொடுக்குறீங்க? பாப்பே வேணாம் ப்ரோ, பாப்பே ஆர்டி. ஓ இதுதான் மாறானது பாக்ஸ் டு பாக்ஸா? வேற யாரும் கோல் போட்டுருக்காங்களா? அவர் டீப் லாஸ்ட் மேட்ச் நண்பர்களே, இதோட இழுத்து மூடிட்டு நாளைக்கு வருகிறேன். இது பிக்சர்லாம் என்ன ப்ரோ? இதெல்லாம் எமோஜிலாம் வந்து ப்ரோ கொடுக்குற அவன் கொடுக்குறதோ யூடியூப் ஆரம்பிச்சு தருவாங்க ப்ரோ. யாராச்சும் ஐயோ வேணாம் வேணாம் வேணாம். வெளியிலே கனெக்ட் பண்ணி விட்டானுங்க ப்ரோ. ஷோ இந்த மாதிரி கம்மியா வந்தாலே போட்டு பழக்க போறானுங்க அர்த்தம் நண்பர்களே. என்னைக்கு வந்து டவர் கம்மியா வருதோ போட்டு பழக்க போறானுங்கன்னு அர்த்தம். வேற ஒரு காரன் கனெக்ட் ஆவான் இல்ல வந்து பழக்க போறான்னு அர்த்தம்.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest for the players to walk out to. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature.
Position gaming.
So that's got things underway.
I don't think I've seen a player as complete as the Czech cannon.
Nedved.
Yeah, the cannon gives us a little indication of the power he can produce from either foot, but he sets about his job like a Tasmanian devil, a whirlwind of activity.
So strong on either side.
He is.
கவர் சலாவ உடனே குத்துறானுங்க ப்ரோ. சலாவ ஜம்ப் பண்ணி விடுறான் ப்ரோ.
Dixon. Mohamed Salah works it forward. Koundé makes the interception. De Bruyne. Vlahovic. Gabriel. And Hakimi. Nedved. That's a good run down the left. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a sweet ball, that. Nedved. Modric. And he goes cross-field. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. And Dixon. Now it's Mbappe. And he's had it nicked away. Pedri. And it's De Bruyne. Oh, played right into his path. Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
நெட்டை கிழிச்சிட்டு போகணும்னு நினைச்சேன். ஆனா இங்கிட்ட பெஞ்ச் அவ்வளவுதான். நமக்கு ஒரு பாயிண்ட் ஏற்றி வச்சுட்டான்.
And it's De Bruyne. Quarter of an hour played. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Still goalless at the moment. Pedri, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Vardy. And it's Nedved. Oh, not quite. Pedri. And they can counter here. He's had it taken off him. Serginho. Just eases him off the ball. Nedved. Rummenigge. And here's Mbappe. Pedri. Mohamed Salah. Aims beyond the... Can he finish?
எனக்கு இது ஒண்ணே ஒண்ணு மட்டும் புரியல.
Every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Al Hilal with the corner. They're first. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it though that really makes it work?
வீக்கெண்ட் கவுண்டர் தான் ப்ரோ.
Well, for me, what
Angbal
makes it
வரணும்.
work is the fact that
அது
everyone in this
சத்தியமா
team has
வீக்கெண்ட்
the
கவுண்டர்
courage
மேனேஜர்
to
வந்து
shoot for
வாங்கிட்டு
the
போயிட
ball.
வேண்டியதான்.
You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, super find. Vlahovic! Oh, that was no
எனக்கு
routine.
இப்போ ஒரு ரெண்டு நல்லா இருக்கும்.
Vlahovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
ரைட் பேக் வச்சிருக்கான் போல இருக்கு.
Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. In with the challenge. Otamendi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Mbappe! Mbappe! Now that is commitment to the cause.
பொசிஷன் கேமிங் விளையாடுறதுக்குலாம் ஒரு திறமை வேணும் நண்பர்களே. திறமை, பொறுமை. அங்க அந்த இடத்த வச்சு
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Could be danger here. Great chance! Goal! Al Hilal! And Al Hilal are in front. An act of charity gratefully received. Al Hilal have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Serginho. Pedri. De Bruyne.
Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And that could set him on his way. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Gabriel, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Mbappe. Pedri. Vlahovic engages and forces him off the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vardy.
2 added minutes
Mohamed
has
Salah.
been indicated.
That's a sharp pass. Otamendi was in no mood for any of that.
ஒண்ணும் பண்ண முடியாது அடையாப்பா.
And
என்ன
the final
பண்ணாலும்
action
தடுக்குறாங்க.
of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the
Quick
support
for the manager at Sarayala.
so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Whistle goes,
Number
and we
5,
start the second half.
Nedved. Number
Barcelona
13,
can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
coming on
De
the field.
Bruyne.
Number 45.
Oh, this is a great position.
Number 18, Kvaratskhelia.
Osimhen,
Every
Pedri,
17, Olise. Number 42,
Osimhen.
Toure.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
De Bruyne. And here's Vlahovic. Olise. Looking for the run. Can he get away here? And he's got chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Defending of the desperate variety. And here's the chance to counter. Serginho. Barcelona still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Pedri gets across to intercept that. Dixon, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Al Hilal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Kvaratskhelia.
The
You can run
attendance
onto
for this
that.
match was
Osimhen gets into some
71,649.
space. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Tchouaméni, your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Little pass back.
Well, he just didn't have any support. Barcelona showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And here's Vardy, and it's De Bruyne. Tchouaméni, oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kvaratskhelia. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. There will be a throw-in. Tries the cross. He gets big.
wow.
And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good.
ஆமா
You
ப்ரோ
can't ask for
ஏதோ
much more
சொன்னானுங்க
than that.
நான் பார்த்தேன் இந்த
Corner number 4 coming up here.
ஓ இது வச்சிட்டானா
Up for a header. Good stop. That was superb goalkeeping.
Olise clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
They're up to 5 corners now. And now they can spring out of defence. Olise. It's a really well-measured ball. Pedri. Here's Tchouaméni. Osimhen takes control of it and he's on the move. And here's Kvaratskhelia. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And the
Nah,
ball's gone
bro.
astray.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
ப்ரோ சீரியஸா எனக்கு புரியவே இல்லை ப்ரோ
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more,
ப்ரோ
no
அப்படி
less.
இடிக்கிறானுங்க ப்ரோ. நான் ஒரு கோல் கூட தர மாட்டான்.
That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Salah. Barcelona are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the pass is intercepted. Kvaratskhelia. Dixon. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Now it's Osimhen.
Al Hilal probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
இங்கிட்டு வாங்கடா.
Pass is just off target. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Olise is always looking to play quality balls. Pedri. Vardy. Gets a good foot in there. And time is up. So in the end, one goal did it.
Event என்ன ப்ரோ இந்த கார்டு தான் வருது. மெஸ்ஸி கார்டு கோர்ட்டுவா கார்டு அந்த மாதிரி கார்டு வருது. ஈவென்ட் என்ன அந்த ஈவென்ட் தான் வரும். எனக்கு அடுத்த ஈவென்ட் டென்ஷன் ஆகுது ப்ரோ இந்த கேம். என்னத்த ஈவென்ட் வந்து நம்மள சாவடிக்கிறதுக்கு ஏன் சரி கடுப்பாவது ரவி கொண்டார வலிக்குது. சரி ப்ரோ அப்படியே எண்ட் பண்ணிடுறேன் ஸ்ட்ரீமை. மீண்டும் நாளை சந்திப்போம். நாளைக்கு பார்ப்போம் ப்ரோ. ப்ரோ வருகிறேன். பை பை ரவி ப்ரோ பை. இன்னொருத்தர் யார் பார்க்கறது கேம் ப்ரோ என்னன்னு தெரியல. சரி அப்படியே புறப்படுறேன் ப்ரோ. பை நாளைக்கு சந்திப்போம் வாங்க பை.